Hey, what's up, guys? Emmanuel here. Today we're going to be doing a transmission fluid change. So if you see over there, that little thing right there, this right here, that black thing, we're going to pull that out. There's no way I could. All right. This is for your transmission fluid. So there we go. This right here. All right. That's how you check your transmission fluid to see if it's dirty or not. So it's going to go back right in that little hole right there. I hope you guys can see that, right? All right, if not, I'm gonna just put this right back on and we go from there. I'll leave it open for now. All right. All right, guys, for today's flow change, we're gonna need the ATF W1 DW1. It's for Honda. I got this from the Honda dealer shop, but I did my first flow change. I got that from Amazon also, and as you see over here, it's an empty container. All right, so I done my first flow change before because my vehicle already have 100,000 miles, and I use it for so many different stuff. So the mileage went pretty fast. All right, and I also got the sheet for some of y'all who might want to consider doing your car service on your own. I got this from the Honda dealership. So these are all the requirements. So if you guys like, you can screenshot there. Okay, screenshot there and keep it on you. That will definitely help you. So the transmission fluid over here, we would say here you see the ATF DW1. Let's say we're gonna need a 3.3 quart, okay? But honestly speaking, this is gonna be my second time doing my flow change, okay? So I use all 4 quart. It doesn't hurt if you put 4 quart in it. These are just the minimum capacity they give you, not the maximum. So you can go more than that, but you cannot go less than that, okay? So it's totally up to you if you want to use. This is the reason why I print that sheet. If you want to use that, the 3.3. So in my case, I'm going to be using all 4 quart, okay? Because some people even get to add a different type of liquid after they filled up the fluid. They get to add a different type of liquid, like different type of product in order to protect the transmission fluid or something. So that will also increase the size or the amount of fluid you have in the transmission. You know what I mean? So if you put 3.3 quart of transmission fluid and then you add a different type of product to the fluid in order to protect that, that also going to increase that. So you're no longer going to have 3.3, you're going to have more than 3.3. But in my case, I'm not adding any product. All I'm going to be doing is just the 4 quart. Okay, I'm just going to be adding all 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So over here I have, sorry, over here I have a dozen of transmission drain plug, the O-ring for the drain plug. So we're gonna need one of these, okay? We're just gonna use just one. All right, so put all these back into the container, and that's it. If you go get this from the dealer, you can also ask them for the O-ring. They're gonna give you one for free. All right, or if you want, I could post a link in the description where you can get a dozen of this and keep it on you for maybe $5. All right, so that's what we're gonna need. We're gonna need a 3/8. Over here I have my 3/8 ratchet, and I have my extension, because you're definitely gonna need an extension to in order to take it out, just like that. Just a 3/8, and that's all we're gonna need. Okay, so let's go and do this. You're definitely gonna need something like this in order to roll underneath a vehicle. But in my case, I'm gonna be doing the camera and all that. Is that thing sucks. If you have to do the camera, you have to use the camera to go underneath the vehicle. So I'm just gonna use my my pressure washer box. I don't need it anymore. I'm just gonna use that to lay down. And let's go and take this thing out. Okay, guys, if you see over there, that's the transmission drain. All right, you want to have a container, a little container like this, in order to drain your oil, transmission fluid out of it. Okay, so I'm gonna put the camera right here, and I hope you guys see what I'm gonna be doing right there. Okay, guys. If you're not seeing anything, just yell at me. Say, "Hey, man, I can't see anything." All right, so we're gonna put this here. And a lot of people use how you call that uh a torque wrench, I don't really use a torque wrench. Just make sure when you tighten these things, you tie that in a way that you're gonna be able to take it out. Okay, I hope you guys see what I'm doing there. Okay, there we go. So while we have that like that, I'm gonna pull this out and do it by hand. So then I got my container ready, and that fluid is gonna come right in there. Oh, okay. As you see how the fluid look pretty dirty. All right, and one thing I need to let you guys know, the fluid kind of drain out pretty slow. All right, and if you see over here how black that thing look, it's a magnet. So you might want to clean it and make sure you take all the dirt out. Sometimes it's a piece of metal or something that gets stuck to that, so you make sure you clean it out. All right, guys. Okay, guys, as you see, the flow is kind of draining out pretty slow. What I would recommend for you guys to do is that you're gonna put your jack underneath your vehicle and raise it up and remove the jack stand and allow the vehicle to sit flat on all four wheels. That will also help the fluid drain out pretty quick, just in case there's any fluid somewhere, because in this position the vehicle might not be too flat, but that's if you want the fluid to drain out pretty fast. Okay, but if not the case, you could just let it roll like that. It's going to take a while in order for that to drain out. So in my case, I definitely going to remove my jack stand and even the vehicle on the ground or the floor, however you call it, so the fluid can drain out pretty quick. All right, and by doing so, guys, you want to make sure a container like this is not too high, so your vehicle not going to sit on top of that container. All right, so you want to have some container that are pretty flat, so that when you get the vehicle down, it's not going to sit on it. So that's what I'm going to do, and I'm going to skip that section, guys. Okay. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and clean the transmission drain. The drain plug. Okay, make sure you clean it pretty good. Like I said, this is a piece of magnet. If you don't mind, I'm gonna see if this is not metal, so let's see if we could get a piece of metal somewhere here. All right, as you see here, this is magnet. Okay, so it's a magnet that holds to every little piece of metal that coming from the transmission or whatever. So as you see here, how black that look. So that's something you can't see, but it's all you can see. The cloth is kind of sticking to there, right? You see that it pulled in that just a little. It means that it's not just it's not just a transmission fluid. It's a piece of metal that gets stuck to there. All right, so that's the reason why you need to change the transmission fluid once in a while, in order for that to so you can be able to clean a drain plug. All right, so once we clean that drain plug, guy, we're gonna remove the old O-ring. We're gonna throw it away, this one right here. Okay, and we're gonna grab a new O-ring, and let's just wipe it down one more time and put the new O-ring. Okay, the old one's gonna go away. We're gonna throw it away. Like I said, if you go purchase the transmission fluid, make sure you ask your dealer or whatever you purchase that from. They could give you a free one, or if you want to buy a dozen of these, I'll post that in the description, and make sure to check it out. Okay, guys. Okay, guys, this is what I did. Like I told you guys, I lowered the vehicle with my jack. I removed the jack stand from both sides. All right. So as you see here, I removed the jack stand from both sides. So before you do that, you want to grab your drain plug and try to hand tight just a little to stop the fluid from leaking. All right. Then you can remove the drain pan and kind of lower the vehicle by controlling that with your jack. So right now my vehicle is still resting on the jack, but it lowered that to the position that it's not gonna come crushing my drain pan. All right. So let's see if I can show you guys what I'm talking about here. All right. You see that we still having some we're still having some liquid coming out. All right, that fluid wasn't coming out when the car was on top of the jack stand. I have a huge amount was coming out earlier. By the time I get to the camera, it already slows down. So by doing like that, it's definitely gonna get rid of all the fluid from the transmission, okay? Because remember, when you take your car to the garage, they have a special, how you call it, lift, that lift the vehicle on an even level. And that way, every liquid that into the vehicle, including oil, they come down pretty fast. But in you and our case, we have to raise the front of the vehicle because we only have access to 2 jack stands. So by doing like that, it will make your vehicle come a little bit, to the floor, so you can be able to get rid of the entire fluid. So right now, when it's done doing it, I'm just going to raise it up and remove my drain pan and put back the drain plug and kind of refill it. So stick around, guys. Yeah, you won't believe that I still have the fluid coming out. If this vehicle was stay on the jack stand, I'm not gonna get any of that fluid that stay coming out. It was gonna stay into the transmission. So this might be the hard way to do, by lowering the vehicle, and remove the jack stand. You might think it's the hard way to do, but I think it's a smarter way to do in order to get rid of all the dirty fluid from your transmission. So you guys can stay here, the fluid coming out, even though the vehicle is like stay resting on the full wheel. So it's gonna take a while. So you gotta be patient. Like I say, if you're in a garage where they have the lift, the vehicle is like on the flat so fast so that everything could come out smoothly. So by doing like this in your garage or your driveway, that help you get rid of all the fluid out. I can't wait so we can put the drain plug back on. Yeah. Okay, guys. I've finally able to drain the entire fluid out, and I raised the vehicle back, and I put the jack stand underneath. You have to put your jack stand on in order to be able to go underneath your car, so the car won't come falling on you, okay? So I got a rag. I'm gonna wipe my drain. All right, make sure that nothing here is gonna stop the drain plug from sealing good. So remember, guys, we put the new O-ring. All right, this is, like I say, it's a magnet. We already wipe it down, and it's time to hand tight it. You want to check your owner manual if you're the torque wrench person. I don't use torque wrench, so I'm not gonna give you the specific number of how you need to torque that. Just for me, I doing this whole thing myself, so I just tie it in a way that I'm not gonna get a leak. That should be good enough. It's not going anywhere. So like I said, it's totally up to you. You want to check your owner manual if you want to use the torque wrench, okay, guys? So now we have everything over here. We're gonna go on top and refill that with the new fluid. All right, guys, we're gonna try to remove the dipstick for the transmission fluid and put that to the side. All right. So these are the 4 containers. I already opened that for the video purposes. So you're gonna need one of these. Unfortunately for me, mine is not too long. I've been super lazy trying to find a long one for the transmission fluid in order to refill that. As you see, it's pretty short, but I'm gonna manage to kind of push it in there. So if you're gonna be doing the same thing, make sure to find something a little bit longer. I only have this for my oil change, and since then I haven't had time to look for something for my transmission fluid. So let me put down the camera and adjust that. Okay, here I am going to go super slow because you don't want to go too fast, and then it's going to overfill and kind of like get on the floor. So you also want to make sure that that thing is plugging into the drain Yeah, make sure that the flow is going in. It's not it's not getting on the flow. Yeah, it's going in. All right. So you see the new liquid, what it looks like pink or whatever. That's the way it's supposed to be. So if you notice that your transmission flow is like a coffee, or how do we call it, pretty dark, then it's kind of damaged, and you might need to get the new one and replace that. And that's the reason why we're doing that today, because when the flow is damaged, you kind of get some noise in your transmission while you're shifting gear. So I'm gonna look here to see if nothing coming down. All right, nothing's going down, so I mean everything's going right in there. So like I said, you gotta go very slow. All right. While doing it, you want to look underneath the vehicle to see if your fluid is not dumping on the floor. So we got 2. This is number 3. All right. Like I said, it's totally up to you guys. If you want to use the 3.3, like I say, some people even put like additional product to the floor in order to help that from damaging. In my case, I just go ahead and put everything, all the full container. Alrighty. So that's 3. I've done this before. This is my second time doing, because like I said, my car have 100,000 miles already. I do a little bit of transportation on my days off. So, which is crazy. Let's see what's going on here. All right, still going in. So let's go ahead and I want to make sure all my flow is going right in here, guys. So keep in mind, if you trying to drain your transmission fluid, is very slow to drain out. So the only trick to get it out is remove the jack stand and take the vehicle down to the floor by controlling that with your jack. So you can have everything coming out. So now, as you see here, guys, we have everything out. Oh, okay, we have everything out. So like I say, I don't do any fake videos. I'm not here to damage my vehicle. I'm here to give you guys the correct information. What I do that work for me, it's totally up to you. You can do it the way you want to do, but this is how you do that. So once we're done, we are definitely going to wipe this up and make it look clean. All right, got this wiped down. So I'm going to remove that toner, take it out. There we go. Put that to the side and plug this right in there. As you see that little gap right there, it needs to be plugged into, there's something out there. It's kind of hard to show you guys there because there is no lights out there anyway. All right, it needs to connect to that so it could hold that in place. Okay, guys? All right, guys, see, I have it connected. This is right there, if you guys could see that. So that's the way you do your transmission fluid change. In that case, you might just drive like you normally drive. The system gonna immediately process the way it's supposed to process. That's the way you do your transmission fluid on the Honda Accord. This is a 2017 Honda Accord. So this video is pretty much good for all Honda Accord. Let's say 2012, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. All right, mine is a 3.5 V6. So we're pretty much done, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you do, don't forget to subscribe. Every time I have a little bit of video on my Honda Accord and my Toyota Highlander, I'm definitely going to post it on the channel. So I appreciate some of you guys who already subscribed to the channel. Okay, guys, stay safe and God bless you guys.